fantasy footballers.
I wasn't sure where I was going to go with that
Hide your
one.
kids.
And it was very loud.
Hide your kids.
Woohoo! Wow! Do I still have eyebrows? I can't tell. That was quite the primal scream.
You never disappoint when it comes to getting the show going, Mike.
That's all I can do.
Welcome to the show after the show. Andy, Mike, and Jason, the fantasy footballers, back again with a special show after the show. We just finished our running back rankings, episode 2. So if you want to go back, you want to listen to our first initial top 20 rankings of the running back position, check it out on the channel. Subscribe. Click the little the alarm bell. That's the rules. Otherwise,
You can ring my bell.
Ooh.
there you go. Ring
Mike's bell by clicking that. See what happens.
We're going to have a little bit of a would you rather debate on the show once again. These are always fun.
It's my favorite.
We have a little fun talking about ridiculous things. This is a simple one. Mike, I want you to examine this deeply. Would you rather live 1,000-year life, okay, so 1,000-year life, or 10 separate 100-year lives? Okay? So 1,000-year life or 10 separate 100-year
I went both
Why?
ways already. I mean, I was already definitely buying into the 1,000-year life.
There are
Then I
questions
realized there's-
associated
yeah,
with
I mean,
that.
Good. Oh, there's tons. I mean, question number 1.
Yeah.
What is the decay rate of my body?
Exactly.
I
don't wanna be-
because there's a couple thoughts. You could have the natural human decay, and then you just kind of persist as an aged man,
So 900 years of my life.
right?
I am an
Or you
over-
just take the normal human lifespan
and
stretch it over 1,000. So you're kind of in your prime from years 200 to what
700.
350.
Yeah. I see what you did
Yeah.
there. Yeah, ageist.
So you got one life, but then you've got all the different things that come to mind, like 1,000 years of memories, not just 70, 80 years of memories.
Well, you have-
and trauma and
I was
all
gonna
your
say,
family.
All your family is.
You have
is
the
dead.
immortal. The problem with the immortals is you watch all of your loved ones die. All of them.
That's tough.
Unless they've made this bet and deal with somebody.
But I would say this. Think about what you could do in real estate. Okay?
What?
Just to
Oh, man,
go
buy
with
up
me
all
here.
the property?
I'm going to buy up some cheap property pretty far away from the center.
It's just
And
economic at this point.
300 years from now, it's going to be so valuable. I
Whoa.
own this city.
But think of this. Let's say you go the other route. You got the 10 100-year lives.
Okay?
Use up life 1, stealing everything you can, bury it
Well, now, wait.
someplace
Can you
that's your
communicate?
future life.
I assume there was
okay.
no communication between
Here's the
lives.
second question then. Does knowledge pass?
No,
Beca-
it can't.
But you could write a note.
Well, but then how do you communicate it to that person?
That's a tough one. New question.
Person who is inherited my soul.
If you spread the lifespan out, I imagine I would prefer one dedicated 1,000-year life.
All right.
But
For
then
sure
the
that's
death
better.
and losing how many?
For sure
you
that's
marry,
better.
You marry and remarry like 10 times.
Yeah, and also, do you...
It's not for sure better.
I think it's for sure better, but I want to make it a little bit more difficult and say, let's say you split the lifespan. Your first 500 years are, you're
Oh, okay. So you're
healthy.
Okay.
And
in the last
able-bodied.
500.
But the last 500, you're elderly. Really elderly.
really elderly.
Yeah. We're talking
Bonus elderly.
80.
Well, like
5.
I drank from the wrong cup
Yes.
in the last crusade. and all
But
of
you're
a sudden I've
alive.
just
I mean,
aged
you are
out?
alive. I mean, because you make the point, and it's like, okay, I don't want
Are
to live
you
like an
alive?
old man.
Well, here's the deal.
You're alive, but if you do
500 years from now, I'm just going to get an electronic body. So I'm going to be fine with
that's
that.
fine.
I'm still taking
because
the 1,000 year
100-year lives, you have to get old and die in each of them.
Yeah.
So
You gotta die over
You're
and
still
over.
elderly the same percentage in those lives.
But so here's another thing. So you have
Oh, he's got the pin out. You've got the pin out.
making notes.
You are like doing some math over there.
I get very into these. So you have the 10 lives. And we talked about does knowledge transfer, which
I feel like maybe it
assume
should. Maybe it should.
Well, at least something has to, because you have to.
You have to be able to.
Someone has to tell you that okay, you're on life number 2,
Yeah.
and then the dread of that 10th life when you're like, okay, you've done it. You're on life number 10, and you're like, holy crap, I got to live every day like it's my last, even though it's ridiculous because we already know we have a finite amount of time.
Right.
Just saying that it would build up
But
to
it
this
seems
crescendo.
like if you had 1,000-year life at the end, at that point you'd be like, dude, I'm ready.
Yes,
I am ready for this.
You were
I've
ready
been-
900 years ago.
Okay.
At least I would be.
Well,
So-
if you were ready 900 years ago, then you're ready that first death. That's what you're saying. So you're always ready.
You got to go back to school.
Oh, that's a
I
good
guess
point.
it's possible that when you repeat those, though, if knowledge passes, you can kind of redo some stuff you screwed up.
Yes.
You can try new things.
I feel like you can still do that, though, in the 1,000-year life.
Well, look, let me put
No.
it this way.
Everyone dies. At next generation, I'm going to try different stuff.
No, let's put it this way. I said this at lunch today. I'm 34 years old. I wish I had tried to play, sports a little bit more as a kid, like gone
You get
hard.
10 tries.
I get to try again next time. I'm going to work really hard. Not going to look like this when I'm 34 next time.
So what are you taking? Are you taking the 10?
Yeah.
What did we decide?
Yeah, I want to have a normal
Knowledge-
life and
knowledge
death with my family around
Transfers.
If knowledge transfers, this is a stone cold lock. Give me the 10 lives.
Oh, you guys are fools, man. You guys are stupid idiots. It's definitely 1,000-year life.
Mine might have felt like 1,000 years to you. Weigh in the comments. Subscribe. Thanks for tuning in.
And leave us more would-you-rather questions
Yes.
for us to do on this show. Goodbye.
Absolutely.